$10 million plus that's came
Wow.
from the marketing itself.
Have you ever worked with a marketing agency or a lead gen company before working with us? And if you have, what was your experience like?
Yeah, I'd actually worked with one marketing company a few years back, and I didn't get any results from it. There wasn't online visibility, which in the accounting world, the professional world, with kind of word of mouth marketing, and it works great. But when you're trying to grow and build a practice, you need a little bit of a bump. There were firms that aren't even practicing anymore that were ranking higher, and in this world that we're in now, people are on their phones, people are looking for something near them, and then those reviews and all that. So I had a really good thing. It's just people couldn't see it. So it was pretty much all word of mouth. The company that I worked with for about 6 months, man, I just didn't get anywhere with it. I didn't. And it was expensive and no results. And so we had to go another direction on that.
There was a lot of wasted time. I had phone calls for services that we didn't even offer. It was absolutely awful because you got charged for leads that wouldn't amount to anything.
So I do all the in-house marketing. So I needed help. I needed assistance because obviously with 89 properties, I can't do it all. So when we found Innovative, they were really good to have because we have full communication. I like to be very hands-on. I like to know what's going on. I like to see the ads. I like to have opinions, and they've allowed me to be, as involved as I want to be involved. If I have a question with Google or if I'm working on something new, I always have somebody kind of to assist me. And it seems like you got a pretty good team that's got a, big grasp of knowledge under their belt.
Yeah. So with Innovative, I know it's real. I know what I'm paying for is a real live breathing customer that is calling in, that is needing my assistance. It's not some form submission lead that I'm paying for and I have no idea where it came from. This is by far the best lead generator I've ever had because I know it's real. And the great thing I love about working with Innovative is they're honest. We communicate on every lead. Even if we get sales calls in, I'm communicating with my project manager or the manager that is helping me. And I'm like, hey, this is a sales call. They're calling me for this, and they don't count it against me. I'm not paying for services and things that I'm not getting an opportunity to do. Now, every lead that I have ever gotten charged for, I had a real live breathing opportunity to gain a customer.
Yes, you're the third company I've gone with, and the one I'll be sticking with. Your company seems to be more transparent about the process and straight to the point. Your company takes a lot of the responsibility on yourself and puts a lot less on me, which is much appreciated. And the long-term effect is starting to be shown for me and my company.
But I think, Chris, probably the most important thing is the time that I have wasted on leads that have come in that either do not return calls or really just don't amount to anything.
Right.
When I met you guys and then your magic sauce or whatever you guys are doing, this has been the difference between night and day. I have yet to have one lead that has not been qualified or returned a call. Now, I haven't had a chance to bid on every one, but I've had return phone calls, I've had professional conversations, and they've been quality.
Probably, we've been in business for about 5 years now. In the first 4 years or so, we started out with Home Advisors, Angie's List, pretty much every single one you could think of. And they did all right, but it's kind of a bad experience every single time. Just kind of the traditional sold leads to multiple people, have a hard time getting a hold of people. Just never quite as good as it should have been. Just from the leads we've been able to get from you guys, the jobs, the lead flow, and all that good stuff, it's really just kind of fast-tracked everything. What we thought might have taken a couple more years, 2-3 more years, we're able to do in a much shorter time frame now. We're looking at like 6 months or so. So it's been awesome.
My partner Brian, he was working with another particular agency, and I had seen you somewhere. But long story short, I've never experienced this before, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I have leads come in, I'm just like, again, like I'm like, again, like they're just nonstop. It's just like it could be 7 in the morning, it could be noon, it could be 3 a.m. You know what I mean? It's just like it's almost like you think your kids or your wife texting you. No, it's their leads. You know what I mean? Their leads coming in. So I know that's crazy to say that, sometimes it's just like, God, more leads.
And the quality of the leads is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, we got pretty good conversions on them. I think they stay somewhere almost between 40 and 60%, somewhere in there.
Wow.
So yeah, the leads are very great. So
That's way better than the national average. So that speaks to your
yeah,
ability as well, man. That's awesome.
absolutely. So I mean, I give you an example. So we did on the Google ad part, we won't really want to set that up yet. We just kind of testing, but we didn't give the green light on it. But it was a mistake. We left a $103 budget in there. We generated 6 leads off $103 and we landed 4 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Great with the communication. So that definitely, that's the number one that I really like about using you guys.
Yeah, I'll most definitely kick it off with I will say that we have 2 of these initiatives and you guys are leagues above. So the leads that we get in that come through are short of red hot. I mean, just barely, maybe a tick under. As long as you answer the phone, they're there. The people are ready. They're fired up and want the service. So that's key. And being able to get to them, answer the phone, and get proposals out in a timely manner definitely create that winning recipe for the service. So ensuring that we got people on the lines, people ready to go and take these calls is key.
Your company communicates. Your company, I have a human on the other end. I have someone that I can talk to, explain my needs, explain what I'm looking for, what are my market trajectories are, what's my target for this month, and have someone who will tell me, understood, let's do it.
We didn't get the results that we were looking for. And more than anything, the tracking and the reporting that you've been able to provide us, it's been great. I didn't see that in the past.
In short, it's the results, because, that's what everybody's searching for and what paying for. So that's amazing. But in addition to that, really the whole package, the communication, your guys' team, the updates, just there's a whole lot that you guys do that I had zero expectation of that even happening, and it's just like one amazing surprise after the other. So that's it's all great.
How much new business would you say in dollars do you think you've been able to bid or quote by working with us?
We've definitely grown over 100% since we started working with you, Chris. But between 2 stores, we're up a couple $100,000 a month between both stores. And money aspect, we've been able to add team members and grow the business and our quality of life as well.
So yeah, February alone, we've quoted over $350,000 in jobs. Wow. And that was just from that, those 20 leads. So that's pretty nice. Of those, we've closed and won over 175,000 and still have a few pending. So wow. Yeah, it's
you on the close rate, man. That's an amazing close rate.
Yeah, it feels good.
Was 100% based off of the marketing that you've done. Now we've got some more repeat customers, but those repeat customers have come from the marketing that we did in the beginning. But I would say as far as dollars amount, I mean, you're looking at $10 million plus that's came from the marketing itself.
I mean, off the top of my head, I'd say we're somewhere in the $700,000 to $800,000 range since we started.
Awesome.
We have estimated over $2 million from the leads that your company has brought in. Working on the close rate, though, it's not too fantastic right now.
But I ran the numbers. We just got our last lead from you about maybe 2 weeks ago. And we've already made it to the second round in that now. We're now over $1 million in bid value in 3 to 4 months.
Wow, amazing.
Out of the projects that I've quoted a little over $300,000 worth of business. And I've closed right about, I'll say, with Armstrong, Man, I would say we've closed over 100,000. It's allowed me to have more project managers out in the field. It's grown my business with me personally, and the project managers underneath me. It's provided them an additional way of getting business in, and it helps me grow them. So not only are they getting business from these leads, they're getting referrals from these customers because they're seeing the service that we provide.
Last year, I think we did about 660,000. And this year, we're in April now, so about a third of the way in. I think we're on track for about 1.1, 1.2. So definitely doubling. Yeah.
One truck can usually do about with one truck, one guy, or one truck with two guys in it can usually do about 20, 22 grand, somewhere in there one truck. But the thing is about that is what we're spending for ads to generate that type of volume.
Right.
Last month we did 36 grand with one guy and one truck. You know what I mean? And the difference is, you know what our ad spend is. Like, I mean, it was like nothing. You know what I mean? It was nothing. It was, yeah, it's great. And we've been told by other marketing companies, say, look, if you want more leads, you need to spend more money. And I'm just like, well, you know, and let's go on the, you know, even on the pay-per-click side of it.
Right.
At times when we're spending $130, $160 per click, hell, I think we've been somewhere around $27 here recently, you know? So, but yeah, I've never experienced something like this for me and Brian. So, I mean, I'm definitely glad we decided to go this route. Because I mean, you guys got the full packages from, for instance, somebody gives us a call. Well, you guys record the phone call. So if our reception answers the phone call and I don't feel like they handled it properly and then they answer the questions, I just follow right up with that phone call and address them by name and close that deal, you know? So everything, like there's no guesswork in anything. If you want to go back to question anything or something wrong, the analytics, everything is there at your fingertips. You can see everything. So.
And did you have that before and with other
Oh,
companies?
no. Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody's offering that. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, it's been a while since your package has probably changed, but if they are, I don't think they're doing it for what we're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's yeah, it's unreal. Like, I mean, other marketing, all they're doing is basically they're saying they're running your campaigns and stuff like that for you. But and the leads will come in, but like I wake up in the morning, I know that 10 or 15 leads they're coming. You know what I mean? Like there's no guess, like, man, maybe we'll get a lead today. Like, no, man. Like we've been so busy. That's why we're almost a month behind just trying to do this call because we just can't find time to do it. Like when I get done with this, I have
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah. I gotta go knock out 2 more customers to help those guys, you know, this evening. You know what I mean? Like so, but this is long overdue. So I wanted to make sure we made time for it. But anyhow, I don't want to get the rambling. Like I said, I'm just excited. It's I can only imagine we're only a couple months into this. Like, you know what I mean? You guys running our stuff. So I mean, with patience, I can only imagine this time next year. And again, you guys are running 2 maps for us. That 36 grand with one guy was done off of one map.
Right.
You know what I mean? That didn't even come from the other map that we've determined there's 33% more sales there. The market's 33% larger there than what we generate on this map pack right here. So yeah, man, I mean, like I said, we're definitely internally, we're discussing that, you know, when this stuff starts continuing to pick up, we just got to make sure we keep up. So we're doing some adjustments in house and make sure we can. So
I know we've seen, I'd say on a modest side, probably a 30% growth since onboarding Innovative. We were doing, I think whenever you and I got together, under 1 million, and we're going to be scratching 3 this year. So
Love it.
it's big, man. So it's definitely something that we love. And I would say it's even probably starting to become the biggest avenue of our service leads, aside from the organic stuff. So it's definitely working and we're excited about it, fired up, and looking forward to more of them coming through.
15 to 20% increase from, especially in the last month from before we started.
This time last year, I was talking to 1 or 2 new people a week. And that was from Google, let's say. That's this time of year. It's a busy time of year. I'm talking to at least 1 or 2 new people a day at this point. And with me having been doing this for so many years, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's not just word of mouth marketing. It's not. It's not just, well, I've been around for a while, so naturally you're going to have people that are going to find you and reach out to you. No, this is something noticeably significant. And I think that's worth all of this here, man. So you guys have done a great job, and keep them coming. This is working great. I'm able to help a lot of people, and that's it. That's why I'm here.
We've had 81 leads this year, just from January to now. And there were, I believe 13 leads just in the past 2 weeks for Facebook ads.
Wow. Awesome.
I think it was the beginning of the month, we put in a $1.2 million estimate. Hopefully we get it. But I mean, it's pretty amazing service you guys offer. I'd say as long as you can close the deals, then Innovative can definitely get you the leads.
What would you say to somebody that was interested in working with us but was on the fence?
If you're on the fence, I don't blame you for being there. But if you've got a good product and you care about the people that you work with, people have to find out about it. And Innovative Marketing, Chris, you've just done a great job. Your team's done a great job, man. I just can't thank you enough.
Bro, sell your house and do this. No, I'm just kidding. But
Don't sell your house.
Don't sell your house. Nah, man, like if you're on the fence, like especially at least in the service industry, like we are, I mean, you guys clearly you got it figured out. Like, you know, doing the research and done the research, and it states that, you know, you guys have something innovative that you're doing in-house. And it's almost like it's a cheat code. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's a cheat code. Whatever it is, it works. Like, it freaking works, man. I'm telling you, like, if anybody's on the fence, dude, just give it a shot. Like, I mean, just give it a shot. And I will tell you, like anybody else, just be patient at the beginning, because I promise they're gonna under promise and over deliver. Like they told us, you guys told us like 60 to 90 days. It was more like 30 to 45. It was like, boom, it just freaking just, obviously we're in the power wash industry. Once it started warming up in the spring, man, it's just unreal. So yeah, man, we're really excited for that. As you can tell, we're excited for the future. We really are. So we're definitely excited.
You got to take the risk and just go for it. I know for us, we kind of struggled, you know, trying to run our own Facebook ads and stuff like that. It's just something that we really don't know the ins and outs of like you do. So, you know, I would have to say go for it. Take the risk and go for it.
Don't waste your money with any of the competitors. Go with Innovative, because they're going to get you the leads.
Yeah, do it. I feel like the Innovative team's going to answer any questions you have. I know when I come along, I've worked with a lot of different marketing companies, and I wasn't getting the communication that I needed to feel confident. But if I ever have any questions, someone's always there to answer my question in a timely manner. Whether it's a phone call, a Zoom, text message. So they're going to do whatever's convenient to me in that moment, which sometimes it could be one of three. I might not be at my desktop. And so everyone's been really quick to help us with anything we need.
It's a long-term investment. Know that going into it, but it's totally worth it.
You are probably the fifth or sixth company in 3 years that I've tried to use. You're the only one that's produced. And I mean that with all sincerity. And again, I can't go back and really emphasize enough about the time I've wasted and the money, but it's the time. You know, getting 10 leads a month or 50 leads a month, that doesn't matter. How much time have I wasted in the past not getting any results? That's the key. I don't like losing money, thousands of dollars a year on leads that never work, but it's my time that's been more important. And with you guys, again, I haven't had one lead that didn't turn into at least a very good professional conversation. And again, this last lead pushed us over the $1 million mark.
Literally throw $1,000 at it. Throw an amount at it and say, here's how much you have to work with, right? It can be a small amount, and then see what it does. It doesn't hurt to try. The cool thing about this is you're not paid for an unknown lead. You're literally, those leads don't count against you unless it's a real lead. Right. All the calls are recorded. So it's like the trust, there's no reason not to trust. And I had a hard time believing that at first, because I have been burned so many times where people are like, I can flood your phone calls. You know, you got to start with $5,000 or $10,000. And we've been burned before. Mistakes have been made. With you, it's not the case. It's completely different. And like I said earlier, I've tried to spend more, but
I would definitely tell them how dedicated you are to your clients and the research that you do, which is crazy. I had no idea the research that goes into getting a company online and functioning and getting that stream going. And I would also tell them that you're available all the time, whether it's by phone or whether it's by text messaging or email, that you go above and beyond and your work hours aren't a typical 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 day.
Take the leap. I mean, it's always a hesitation, especially in this, lead generation realm and stuff like that, to spend the money, or you don't know if you're going to get a return and all that. And not going to lie, we were a little bit hesitant at first, but we knew we had to kind of migrate away from the traditional sources, and we haven't looked back since.
Most people think, well, you do this specific service, you provide this service, so let me go with this marketing firm that used to do HVAC or used to do power washing. Right. Well, the problem is, it's like, yeah, they can generate leads for you, but they're not a marketing agency. So when the algorithm changes in Facebook and Google, you're screwed. If you don't know how to, you know what I mean? Like, so you're screwed. And then two, if you kind of want to see how it's performing, you don't have to go and search for your ads. I can go on my phone right now and go in a 50-mile radius and my LSA ads at the top. You know what I mean? Like, so it's at the top. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. Like we've never experienced this before. It's awesome.
Give them 90 days, invest. You have to invest to see an outcome. I'm just very excited, man. I finally, after 5 years owning this business and having that worry over my head that, where's the next job gonna come from? Right. What do I have to do on Google? Because I have no clue. Do I have to make a post a day? I'm completely lost. I'm just so happy that I could just pay somebody to take those worries away and just let them guide my business to where I have to go. And I trust you guys to do that. I'm just happy I have a great team now.
It's well worth it. I think you've probably got more testimony than just me, and knowing that and seeing that is going to be proof is in the pudding. And that's all I can say, because we have tried some other initiatives, some other outreach programs, things like that. And I could tell you, it's just the results aren't there that we do see out of Innovative.
This company is one of the few companies out there in the internet industry that would do advertising, help you do it well. They're experts in what they do. Don't hesitate. Give it to them, make sure they do it, because they're experts. And for me, someone who knows everything about flooring, I don't know everything about advertising and Google and computer and lead generation. So I need an expert to handle it. And thank you for doing that.
I would say, don't hesitate. I've done so much looking around, so much research trying to find, the right company, and spend a lot of money doing that. And I think you guys are finally, the company that really, everything I was looking for and more, you guys have delivered on. So if someone's looking for that, if you're looking to, have consistency in marketing and grow your company, I would say, look no further than Innovative.
Man, so you guys have done a great job, and keep them coming. This is working great. I'm able to help a lot of people, and that's it. That's why I'm here.
I'd say if you want to get out of the Stone Age, then jump on board.
Definitely give it a shot. Chris and his team, they're great to work with. Once again, I did have prior experience of working with some companies, and I think if you give them a go, they'll definitely help you out.